Yeah, thanks. And happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I've only been really pushing hard on this business for a year, and it's part-time. I'm a psychotherapist full-time, and I'm doing movement and dance. And my niche is a really challenging niche because it's women who are really uncomfortable in their bodies. They don't consider themselves dancers, middle age, look at their body and say, what's happened to me? Oh my gosh. And I can't get in front of a camera. So that's a hard niche. I put together a group called Tend and Befriend, and it was a 6-week series. I thought I pushed it pretty hard. I reviewed the sales copy with some marketing people. Caroline is my coach. And it didn't get attention. It didn't sell. And so it's interesting because just as you were just chatting just now, I've been thinking about what's next for me. So I'm like, okay, well in January, I'll just do a women's circle, and it won't be around body shame. It will just be about connecting and moving. But I don't know if that's a smart idea. Like if it didn't go, do I just say, okay, I'll try it again? Do I wait list it? Like I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
Yes, there's some thoughts. Let's see the video I was thinking about. Right. So this is a video I've called niching. Is it their issue or what you think they need? Because sometimes this is often actually a place people get confused in their niche. They say, well, yeah, I want to work with people on body shame, but I don't know. Are they walking around saying, boy, I feel ashamed in my body. I really want to work on that. Maybe. Also, Singing Bird Coaching is Linda Katz, who's in my mentorship program, and she does a thing called Koya, which is a dance movement. And I think there may be some words in her sales copy that would be useful.
Okay.
Okay, but so if people, there's so many thoughts. First of all, the first thing I would do is I would email all the people you emailed about this program and say, hey, I noticed there wasn't much of a response to this, and I was surprised. I thought I did such a good job. I thought this was going to be helpful, and it didn't land. And I'd love your feedback as to why. I'd love to just, how did this land? Any advice you have about how to frame this better the next time? Was it the money? Was it the time? Was it just not of interest? It's worth asking. And just for everyone, I got this from Rebecca Tracy. It's just, this isn't, people can do this as a sort of cynical tactic. People just do it at every launch. But there are times where you actually are really puzzled, just like, what? That should have worked. Why didn't it work? Before you try to pivot or anything, I would just really do the diagnosis on what happened.
Yeah.
Is it the topic, or is it the headline was confusing, etc. So once you've done that, then you've got some more information. But then there is this dynamic of people speaking to a diagnosis rather than speaking to a symptom. Mm-hmm. So diagnosis is the you feel awkward in your body, but that may or may not be a symptom that they have. People, one of the ways this shows up is in the sales copy is focusing on what people need. People need more discipline. You need more balance in your life. Well, that might be what you think they need, but what is it that they're craving? And so it gets back always first. Any service provider, it always comes back to Island A and Island B. Yeah. There's an ebook I wrote all about this called The Art of Relevance. If you search under my YouTube playlist, there's one that has relevance in the title, relevance, credibility, value, something like that. There's a bunch of, there's so many playlists around niching that you can check out. I have some thoughts. But that ability to articulate what's Island A and what's Island B, and Island A specifically is what's the symptom, what's the pain, what's the breaking point, what's the thing that really hurts for them, I know in marketing they talk about the pain point, but it's what there is something painful for them that they are aware of. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
There's no mystery to them that this is happening. If you have migraines, you know you're having migraines. If you're dehydrated, you don't necessarily know you're dehydrated. Number two is island B, and that is specifically, what are they craving? They have to want it. If they don't want it, it's, and so we just have to find something that they're in pain about or something that they're craving. And once we figure that out, things get much easier. So, and I hope you'll come back to another one of these, because I do have some more thoughts on this, but I have to get going. But doing a women's group could be great, especially if they're really drawn to just who you are and your vibe. Sometimes they just want to be around you, or there's a specific point of view or philosophy it's coming from that you can articulate. That can help a lot. And there's an ebook I've got called Point of View Marketing, but also I think 6 or 7 YouTube playlists on point of view marketing, what it is, why it matters, how to do it, sticking points, examples that you may want to dive into there.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You're welcome.